He's back!
Ooh, Dagur, we kind of figured that out in the last episode.
Oh,
and
no.
the episode before that.
Oh, no. He's older than Dagur.
Alvin's back!
No. But Alvin's the reason why he came to existence.
Screw you for getting my hopes up!
I'm sorry, but it's the Screaming Death!
Alright, welcome back for part 2 of Night of the Hunters, episode 3 of Dragon's Race to the Edge. Sorry, summary. The dragons and their riders are captured. The dragons are going to be killed and sold for various things. Hiccup and Snotlout try to rescue them by going to the Screaming Death. Oh fuck, I'm blanking. The riders try various attempts to escape. And Hiccup and Snotlout rescue them.
And that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Got through that one.
Woo. But. Okay.
So what did we like about...
I think
How did we go? How should we go through this? We already summarized it.
I think this episode the last episode heard your complaints and decided to address it in this episode.
What complaints?
There was lack of comedy.
Okay. Yeah.
And look at the comedy galore.
Oh yes, it was pretty. Yes, it was. Oh yes, comedy was great. So I guess in a way that kind of balances out that two-parter. It was very dramatic. It was dramatic with a little bit of comedy in it. In this one, there was more comedy with a little drama in it. The tension was still high.
Oh, yeah.
It was still good.
My favorite comedy part, and this is the reason why I think Rough Not Tough Not are geniuses in disguise. Fuck. It's like they have Sherlock Holmes vision, because Rough Not hugs his guard like, "Don't hurt my dragon!" And she just slides down onto the shoes, and they go, cut away to the brig. And he's like, "Guys," they're trying to escape.
Yeah, they try to think of different ways to escape, and Rough Knot is trying to say, "Hey, I got an idea," but they cut her off when we kind of figured we know what the punchline is coming. Just can't wait. I just want to know what it is.
And she just shakes the key. They're like, "How'd you get that?" And it's just so slow motion.
It was pretty.
She took a chicken out of a guard's pocket. And puts it back in. And then finds the key in the boot. Very creative.
I know. That is actually something I would expect Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes to do.
Yes!
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Alright, so while they're trying to figure out ways to try to escape from their cell, Hiccup and Snotlout go to an island of Whispering Deaths, where the Screaming Death.
I like this. Like, why do we come to a Whispering Death island? Oh, I know you're gonna act like this. Besides, it's not just Whispering Deaths. What else is there?
Yeah, Screaming Death
in all of his glory. He is bigger and badder.
Yeah. So the reason why they were trying to find the Screaming Death, and Hiccup was hoping that it would actually look bigger because he wants to use his scales to make armor, which is actually freaking brilliant.
It is brilliant.
And that was brilliant, and a nice way to add some more real-life biology to this overall fantasy setting.
It is pretty brilliant, and I love the fact that he's going back to... And was it movie 2 to introduce armors onto the dragons?
Well, yeah, in a way.
It had tribal lines.
There were tribal lines, but no, Drago's army definitely had armor on them.
Surprised they didn't keep the armor then. You said they didn't have the armor.
But this is movie 2. This happens after Race to the Edge.
Yeah.
Race to the Edge is before the second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm surprised in the movie 2, they didn't have armor.
They didn't have the armor. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a miscommunication somewhere, or maybe the fact that the events were kind of all started on a whim because of Hiccup. So they didn't really have enough time to go all the way back to Burke, get the armor, that kind of thing.
Not true, but still,
or maybe they were lost and destroyed. Probably they're in the next season.
Yes, so
that could happen too.
But the one thing I liked about it is a callback to season 2, episode 2.
Yes, we got a loose end tied up.
Finally.
Yes, all the way. Yes, the Iron Gronkle, which introduces the material Gronkle Iron, and so far since then they never Fishlegs never figured out the formula or the rock that made it, and in this one we finally find out what it was, and I was like, good,
finally. We're going to discuss that next episode and what it is, and Gobber's going to be critiquing it. And so Heather has taken apparently evil lesson classes.
Yeah.
And now I have to critique this. I have to point this out. I'm like,
you have to point out the animation of her eyes.
It looks like Lady X from Food Fight.
Food Fight. We've already made a comment on that in the last vlog, so.
But it's like plasticky. It's like
I kind of want to point that out. That might have been an oversight from the animators or the final renderers, because they do have a set deadline. There are schedules, so there are bound to be mistakes along the way.
I'll give them some leeway, but it still is like.
I mean, it's not like it's not like Dragons is Food Fight, though.
No.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, it's like, oh man, that eyes
brings up traumatizing memories.
It does.
I'm triggered.
But no, seriously, it's like, and I'm still curious. Though I'm not going to get serious about this. What kind of alarm system do we have on that boat? It's like a ringing bell, ding.
Then how is that any different from Hiccup making a shield that can not only turn into a crossbow but also shoot bolas?
Oh no, it's Captain America there.
So it's okay to not question something outlandish like Hiccup's shield, but something simple like an alarm system.
Yeah, especially since the fact that what is the alarm system? Just bells in multiple places.
Probably. I'm sure bells did exist.
Yeah. But that's why I say I'm not going to take it too seriously.
Okay. Alright. So throughout the multiple escape attempts, which of course Tough Nut tries to come up with the best ones, tunneling through the ship, tunneling through the ceiling of the ship, light the cell on fire. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Light your cell on fire while you're in the cell. Let's see how that works.
The couple of escape attempts is that we see Astrid fight Heather, and quite frankly, this is what while I was watching this first time, and I'm pretty sure when you saw this first time, this set up the fact that yes, this is all a ploy. This is all just one
big ploy.
Big ploy.
I was like, they did the cut for a reason. They didn't even show us fight. And I know. I was like, they probably had a talk. They probably had, no, I'm doing this and this and this.
You like to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, so, but anyway, I was like, you beat Astrid you beat Astrid, the best Viking in Burke.
Hands down.
Yes, hands down. And with a spear with an axe and a spear, with axe spear combat. I'm bullshit.
Well, I'm not gonna call bullshit, considering the fact that she made me at a disadvantage.
But Astrid's awesome.
You forgot how Dragon will travel? We had Assassin's Creed Heather.
Yeah, but this was Heather alone. Also, 3 years had passed.
Yes.
And Astrid has been training for 10, 15, 20 years To be the best to be the very best.
Oh.
Sorry, had to bring that up. Someone was gonna bring that up.
But, no. Well, I am suspicious. I'm not going to say I was going to deny the fact that Heather could have possibly beaten her, considering, like, Astrid's weapon of choice is a hatchet.
Axe.
Whatever. But she's not, I don't think she's super proficient in spears.
No, but we kind of seen she's very agile without an axe.
She's
And-
agile.
And you're thinking, and not in one of those scenarios, she could like take the axe away from Heather.
I'm not saying that. But,
That's what it's just why I think that it was all a ploy.
did you forget I said I was agreeing with the ploy thing, but I'm also put in the back burner possibly a slim a million chance that Heather could have beaten Astrid.
Sure.
I was like, keep that in the back of my mind. I'm going to keep that as a reassurance. Like, okay, I'm going to be betting that there's going to be a ploy, but if not, then I better expect the worst.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, we've had that. Now we've had that little argument. Moving on, we find out that there's actually a bigger bad. Viggo is.
Viggo.
I think. I'm sorry. Riker is essentially. This is actually kind of funny. I think in tropes he'd be the dragon.
He is the dragon.
He is the dragon. But
wow.
So there's another guy named Viggo, who's running the entire operation, and he's apparently the one that Riker is most afraid of.
Number one is afraid of.
Mm-hmm. Number one.
But so, oh yeah, I love that little spat between Heather and Dagur. Ooh, Heather embarrassed Dagur. I see who's got the brains in the family.
I did kind of like that, and that kind of comes into play later on.
Yeah,
but it's kind of funny is that you are seeing kind of the dynamic between Heather and Dagur. Dagur is impulsive.
he is very impulsive.
He's very impulsive, and Heather is essentially the brains.
Which makes you wonder, like, so all berserkers turn out the same, except for Heather?
Maybe
Is she like the 1 in a million chance of that did become like them?
it was nurture.
Oh, that would explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
Berserkers, take care of your families caringly, please.
Yeah, or at least don't have kids.
Yes. But I got nothing.
Let's. How about some of the comedy of like how like the little running joke about how Snotlout was the one who actually made the armor, actually sewed the armor together.
Yes, I wouldn't expect to have Hiccup sewing.
I kind of would. Well, yeah, and that's not a jab at him. Well, we saw him make his saddle. We saw him use a needle and thread making his saddle in the first movie.
Yeah.
Just look
But
it up. But Snotlout does not seem like the kind of person who would.
just look at Snotlout. Does he look like the type that is going to go to a sewing shop and go?
There were sewing stuff, but he did say that his mother taught him. But
Well,
yeah, but the thing is that it kind of comes out of nowhere. Not that I'm complaining, because of past representations of Snotlout from both movies and the several seasons prior.
no, it just keeps to confirm to me that every two-parter that has any episode that focuses on Snotlout and Hiccup always turn out the best ones.
Yeah, probably.
It's like
I
a
don't know,
dynamic.
Is it like? It's like that buddy. It's like the buddy cop trope. Really.
Oh God, yes. And it fits perfectly well with those two.
Yeah.
With no Snotlout complaining, we're going to Whispering Death Island.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we going to Whispering Death Island? Because we need those.
Yeah, and not only that, this is also the third two-parter that has Heather in it.
Oh yeah. Though this one and the last one were the better ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not that hard, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, the way that it ended, it's like they did.
I was gonna say, one thing that is shocking is the fact that what Riker sets Riker apart as a villain.
Yeah.
Okay, Riker. What sets him apart from like Dagur and Alvin? Those Dagur and Alvin are laughable. Like you can't take them seriously. Like yeah, Alvin's more.
Yeah, and that's because we enjoy Mark Hamill.
Yes,
like he was our childhood villain.
Yes, and Dagur is just his hand just goes.
Yeah, he's fun to laugh at.
But Riker, this guy takes these kids, and so what's going to happen to their dragons?
Yeah, it definitely sets him apart from Drago, who in most part was laughable in a way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the fact that they're gonna keep feeding Meatwad granite to make day and night to make more of this Gronko iron, they're gonna freaking keep poking and prodding Stormfly to make more quills.
They're gonna fatten up Barf and Belch, and as well as grease up their hide so that they can skin them.
Yeah, this guy is. Ooh.
He's in a separate class now.
He's bigger and better.
Mm-hmm. So not complaining. I kind of like that. It kind of shows how much the series has grown from writers of Burke. And then there's the ending. I mean,
oh yeah,
with Riker. I mean, yes, the plan failed. I mean, they escaped, but it's like a minor setback to him.
Yeah, he doesn't treat it like a temper tantrum like Dagur would do, or Alvin. He's just like it's inconvenienced, but it's more like a oh crap. Well, actually, it's all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. So I got nothing left for this.
I got nothing left either.
Oh boy, how are we gonna end this one on a funny note?
You will be funny.
No, I won't.
God damn it!